Shall we start?
Yes, sir.
So, through this URL, we were calling this student controller. That means here we were passing the object. Get students. Through get students, we were passing. Then what's next here it is? Do we have student service? Yes, controller. Uh, if I go to this, first I need to execute it. Execute, and I need to go to this location, this URL. My system is getting slow. Let me close this application so that it will get better. Okay. Once again, we're getting that error. Port is already used, something like that. We know how to resolve this issue. We need to kill this process. We need to kill the process, whichever the process is using this port number 8080. First, let me close this OneDrive. Now, what we need to do here, first I need to find out which is the process that is using this 8080. Let's start with this one. I need to open the command prompt. I need to open the command prompt in the administrator privilege. Command prompt in the administrative privilege. So 4636 is the process ID. 4636. Now I have to kill that. 36. Successful. One. Let me run once again. Let me stop this. Means I'm terminating this execution. Once again, I'm starting. Now it is executing successfully. Okay. Now what do I need to do is HTTP localhost 8080. Okay. API VA1 student. This is what we are getting. Then let me stop the server. Let's go back to the development. What we need to do here is um, student. All these things we have completed. Controller also we have created. Then we'll come to business layer. Okay. In the student controller.java, I'm going to comment this much of code. Control forward slash. Then I'm going to develop student service. We have developed already student service. This much code we are commenting here in the student controller.java. Mapping is now given to student service. Student service. Student service. Now, why we are using this service layer? Because mainly for application, whatever the service we have, that means business logic. If any business logic is there, we are going to develop it in the service layer. That means simply I'm naming this class as student service. Here I'm keeping the business logic. This is what we are calling layer, service layer. Then I'm keeping this list of students while returning. I'm returning one object, student object I'm returning. Then in the student controller Java, what I'm going to do here, somebody is trying to join. In the student controller Java, private final student service. Okay. Private final student type, student service type. Okay. Then this is the student service. Service. Now what it is asking, whether student service is there or not, there or not. Student service is there. Okay. Fine. Then student service. Yeah, because since it is final, okay, since it is final, we should supply the value here. We should supply the value. Okay, the constructor also is not getting the value. That is why we are getting this error. We must supply the value through constructor. We are going to supply the value. How we can able to develop the constructor? We know that. Right click anywhere on this editor, then go to source, generate constructor by using page. Generate constructor using page. The only field is available is student service. Select that, click on generate. It is going to create this constructor. We don't want this super. Save it. Then in the student controller itself, I'm going to keep this statement. Mapping we are keeping. At the rate mapping. Now while returning, the student service I'm returning. Student service. Student service is of type what? Student service class. This one. While returning, get students I'm calling. This is the get students. As of now, I'm returning only one student. As of now, I'm returning only one student. Now, I'm trying to execute this application. Let us see what happens. What I'm getting. Here we are not getting any output because why? We don't have the instance of student service here. I'm not passing the instance. I'm not creating the object to student service. I'm not creating the object to student service. I'm not creating the object to student service here. What is the error we are getting? The parameter 0 of constructor in the parameter, this one. What is this? Parameter. The parameter student controller required bean of type. Bean means simply an object, Java object. Bean of type student service. Here, zero number of constructor in the zero number of constructor in the student service. There is no zero number of constructor available. That's why. What is the solution for this? Solution is what I'm going to do. In the student controller, we are keeping this student controller option. I'm keeping this one. Um, Instead of this, I'm keeping this one. Student controller. Now here we are passing the instance. This is dot student service now has pointing to one student service object instance. Okay, now it is calling what? No argument constructor. No argument constructor of the student service. Now we can able to execute, no issues. Okay, but this is not recommended. Okay, this is not recommended because it is not the DI way, dependency injection way. We have the concept dependency injection. What we are getting now? Required bean of type. Okay, that is not found. Consider defining bean in your configuration. What that means here? Uh, what we are going to do here? New student service. Earlier, what we had here, like this, we had only student service we had, but there is no instance for this student service. If I say new student service, here what I do, there is no constructor. Student service. Uh, I say while returning, I can return like this, but the student controller, what I'll call here is get a students, get a students, this.
Sorry, student service and student service is a reference over there.
Sorry, what?
So that previous one which you have just shown that
This one.
function, previous one. Yeah. So this one, student service and then student service. So that student service is a reference or
Object.
object.
Object. In that object, we have this non-static method, right? That is trying to call.
Hmm.
This non-static method I'm trying to call.
Hmm. Okay.
actually like this, no issues, but we don't get any output. We get error. So let me, what can I do here? Yes, nothing is there here. Nothing is there. What I'm calling. Get the students here, I'm calling. Student. Here also we have nothing. Here also we have nothing. Okay, let me comment this. What I'll do is, control. Okay, zero constructor in, so it could not be found. Student controller, student service. What I'll do is, say, enter. Uh, we have this return dot. Then I'm going to return. No issues. That's also student service. what we can do for that is, see, right now we are not getting anything. Let me delete this. And the student controller, what we can able to do is, let us keep this student service itself. Student service. Student service. And on top of this student controller constructor, I'm keeping what? At the rate auto wallet. I should import this. Import. Then it also say that student service is a class that can be instantiated. It is a Spring Bean. We should say that it can also be instantiated. That's what we are calling Spring Bean. Java objects we are calling it Spring, we are calling it as Bean. Now, in the student service, we need to keep at the rate service annotation on top of the class. Um, See here, at the rate component and at the rate service, both are same. But in case of service, it is more readable. Okay, that means for readability purpose, we are going to use this service over component. Here on top of this, is this student service. I'm going to keep this. We should import it. Then everything is fine now. We are keeping this one only. We are keeping the annotation at the rate auto wild. Then we are keeping this service auto wild service. Then refresh. What we are getting? I did not start the server. Let me start the server. Let me start this application. Should not get any error. We are not getting any error now. Now I'll go to. So now we are getting this. Then usage of properties file. Usage of properties file. Now carefully observe. Uh, one properties I'm going to import. Let me go to this URL. I'm copying this much of code. Then come here, expand the demo, expand this SRC. This one you should expand. SRC means resources. Double click on this application properties, paste. So now all these things you will learn, how to connect it to Postgres SQL in a minute. This is the database. We are going to create some different database. Later we'll see that. As of now, we are not using what? Spring JPA. Spring data JPA we are not using. That we have commented. Okay. Then what we are trying to do here? Uh, Observe. We are going to see. We are going to install the Postgres. Okay. Let me uninstall the Postgres in my system. I have already installed it. Let me install. Some complications are there installing Postgres. Let me show that. Otherwise, I'll get the confusion. control panel, uninstall. Install a program. Go to uninstall Postgres. Till now we have seen two kinds of databases. Oracle we have seen, MySQL also we have seen. Now let me show you how we can able to use Postgres. Okay. Postgres I will install. In the meantime, I'll show you where we should go for downloading this Postgres. For downloading Postgres for Windows, go to this location. You should go to this URL, enterprisedb.com. Download the latest Postgres database. EnterpriseDB, Windows 86 or 64, click on download. Okay, that's it. PostgreSQL database download. Immediately, it is going to start the download. In my case, I have already downloaded it. Okay. I'll show you how to install. Enter application, yes. It will take some time, please wait. Chirag, what about your interviews?
So today I had. So from where, sir? You are asking.
In general, I'm asking.
General. Yes.
Yesterday I am attending one online test, sir, synchronous, but I didn't get results still, sir.
Okay.
So I had today GD round.
What they're asking? They're asking any Spring
And
Hibernate or something like that.
so pardon, sir.
They're asking Spring now. Spring, they're asking or not?
No, sir. They are not asking.
Okay.
They are asking general basic. Mostly they are asking SQL and Java.
Okay.
SQL they are asking, but most of the questions they are like giving some situation in that we have to perform. One of the company from Bangalore, that is Pure Technology, if you know, they are having 2 years of bond. So it was my last round. That was HR round. It was. They told it that you have HR round, but instead of HR, CEO came and he took my interview.
Okay.
And in interview, he asked me about mostly the part was from SQL itself. He asked. He gave me the situation that you entered in the college. Then you will have the subject. Then subjects you will have two tables. In that you will have one is your reference table, and one you will have a primary table, and then you will have the in subject you have to choose from for every department you have to choose at least three subject, that is mandatory, you have to choose. Like that situation, he gave the overall situation, and then he told me to perform in that query. You have to perform, like you have to write and just show that. So he was checking my SQL skills.
Okay.
Yeah, but most of the companies are asking Java itself, like the core languages, not the skill. But I think this because
Core
they are
Java and
working on.
SQL are very
Uh,
important.
yes, sir.
Core Java and SQL are very important.
Yes, sir. Core Java and most of like they are giving option that which you are comfortable in Python or in Java.
When uninstallation is completed, click on OK. Then you must restart the computer. You want to restart? No, I want to restart. Then I'll go to this folder wherever I have installed this Postgres database. I'm getting still this shortcuts as well. Okay, if I
How
if
is the networking field, sir?
networking field also good man. Okay,
Good.
if you get first you need to get some experience, 2 years of
Hmm.
experience or something like that. After that you need to do the certifications, Red Hat
Okay.
certifications,
Service certification.
Red Hat certifications,
SEDAC. Okay.
Red Hat.
Red Hat.
Red Hat certifications. This if you want to purely go to networking side, then you need to do CCNA, CCNP.
Hmm.
Okay, those kind of courses you need to do. Then after that, if you want to go to this server maintenance, okay,
Hmm.
server admin, that is also comes under networking, but not pure
Okay.
network. If
Okay.
you want
Okay.
to do that, you need to go for Red Hat certifications. Lot of Red
Okay.
Hat certifications we have.
Okay.
Okay. Linux based. Actually, basically that is Linux based. You need to learn the Linux operating
Hmm.
system.
Okay.
That is also good, but you need to decide which one is your interest. If, and also you can able to if as of now if you don't get any networking jobs directly, then you can just get into any desktop support. Then you need to do some CCNA or CCNP courses
Hmm.
and from any Like you need to get the certificate from this Oracle itself. I think Oracle only
Okay.
conducts that CCNA, CCNP. I don't know. Let me check.
Okay.
To get the official CCNA certificate
Mhm.
from Cisco. Actually, it is not Oracle. It is Cisco certification. Yeah,
Cisco.
Cisco certified network associate, Cisco certified associate, something like will come.
Okay.
Cisco,
So
Cisco
how about that profile, technical engineer?
desktop engineer,
Hmm?
desktop, right? Desktop engineer,
Technical engineer.
technical engineer in the sense we have this, you know, technical engineer in the sense we are calling it as with the technical support only. That means desktop support.
Okay.
Desktop support only. We are calling it as technical engineer. Okay.
Mm.
Sir,
Uh,
system engineering, what about, sir?
System engineer is different. Actually, it is like a system admin. Okay, it is kind of system administration. Windows administration you can go, and Linux administration also you can go.
What
You
is
need
that
to
is how is
whether
role, sir?
you need to first you need to get into this. What you need to do first? You need to get a job as a fresher as a system admin. Okay, like if opportunity is there. Otherwise, you need to first work as a desktop engineer. First work as a desktop engineer, desktop
Mm.
support. Later, in your company, you can move on to this admin. What is that? System admin. In there, what you will do is you will assign the users. You'll assign, create the users, remove the users, some kind of operations you do like that kind of like adding and removing in Windows Server. Windows Server will be having Windows Service OS. Okay, there you'll be adding users and remove the users in your organization. That is the system admin.
How
Um,
is that role, sir?
that is also good, man. Actually, that is also good. Actually, if you get the certifications and if you get the experience, no, that is also very good. Actually, very good. However, we are having the in software field like that only. We have the like scope future we have in networking field also, but you need to do proper certifications. That is very important. You need to get proper technical knowledge, proper certifications, and proper technical knowledge. Then you can get
Sir,
the
how much time it will take to get the certification? If we
base. See, in case of networking, no, it is like it's not
Mhm.
like a one part. You know, first we can join as a desktop engineer. Then you can
Okay.
move on further. You can CCNA, you can go network engineer. Otherwise, you can
Mhm.
go what you can go Linux administrator. You can go. You need to do the
Okay.
certification.
Okay.
Otherwise, what you can do, you can go for system administrator.
Mhm.
Like that paths we will be having. Um, if in those courses, definitely you should acquire certifications. Okay, you should acquire certifications from if you are doing CCNA, you need to acquire the certification from Cisco at least for beginning. First, you need to get the certification as an associate, Cisco certified um, associate, Cisco certified N means network associate, Cisco certified network associate. Then you can get one simple job. Okay, like you know, in the beginning, definitely they'll give you uh, little package like 2.5 or 3 or something like that in the beginning. Later, once you get the experience, once you get more certifications, not only this, we have so many certifications for this in CCNA. Let me show you that.
Like
I
parallelly we can do.
Parallel you means
Yeah. Like after
parallel work.
joining we can parallelly we can work also and we can do
Work
also
also.
that certification also.
Even some companies they will pay you for writing the exams. Okay, you don't need to pay
Okay.
anything.
Okay.
Even
Okay.
companies will support you. Some companies.
Support. Okay.
Yeah. To get the certification, you need for 1 year certification at least you need 30 to 40,000. Okay.
Okay.
Some companies they will provide you the examination fees also.
Mhm.
They'll supporting. Now,
Okay.
uh, CCNA certifications.
Sir, openings I think very less are in CCNA, networking based.
Who said that?
Not sure
Because
about network.
only few people will will try to enter. That means networking is not for all. Okay, that means some people will like, some people they wish to go for softwares. See, they have so many of certifications, but to begin with, you need to begin with the CCNA, and another one is there. Okay, CCNA and CCNP. Okay. Network professional is there, and CCIE means that is different. Okay. First, you need to finish this CCNA and CCNP. Network professional, network associate. After network associate, you need to finish network professional. Here, if you want to explore more, you should go for. I'll tell you on websites in YouTube. What is that? Show me what is it. Why you are interested in networking, Chirag?
Sir, actually, I had an interview with the company, and they were offering as a technical engineer profile. So I just asked you about that. I have some doubt, like, is it proper networking or
Okay, where is the subscriptions? Uh, for tutorials, this one is good. Networking. Then, then yeah, this one, this channel. Watch this channel. Network check. This one. After that, after that, this one. Go for this one. Journey IT Lab. That is good. Then one more person was there. CCI security course. From where? This one. Professor Sir. Okay, this one you can.
ನಾನಪ್ಪ ಪೆದ್ದೂರಿಂದ
This one you can consider.
ಇದೆಯಾ
So
ಬಂದ್ರೆ
that is
ಫೋನ್
also good actually. Networking field also good, but you need proper way, proper path. You do the certifications. No, if you do the certifications in Red Hat also, it is very much in demand. Red Hat courses.
Red Hat is sounds like hacking something.
But it's like you are going to prevent from hacking. That's what you are going to do. You are going to prevent the servers from hacking.
Okay, like cyber security.
Yes, yes, like kind
Okay.
of thing.
Mhm.
Basically, how you're going to manage the server, Red Hat system, this Linux is there, na Red Hat Linux. That Red Hat Linux server, how we are going to manage. Here, most of the business they are going to use this Red Hat server only. Okay, most of the enterprise, most of the enterprise applications, they are going to use Red Hat. Okay, for supporting, for working on that server, we need to get these certifications. Red Hat certified architect, engineer, administrator. The very first thing we need to do is system administrator. Red Hat certified system administrator. He is able to perform core system administration skills required for enterprise Linux environments. Yeah, that is also good actually. See what happens. Some people doesn't like this. What is that? System administration. Okay, some people doesn't like system administration. What it will, in system administration, what happens? It will be like same thing will be keep on doing every day. Okay, it will be getting bored for us. Same thing, you know, system crash. We are going to support that. OS something is happened. Need to reinstall the OS. If security patches are there, we need to install that updates. Okay, then some issues are there with respect to system. All these we need to take care. But most of them are common. The same thing you should do for every system. Something like that.
So giving technical support.
That's why I said in this area we have so many of categories, roles.
Mm.
According to your experience, according to your knowledge, you get the position like that.
Oh,
Fine. After downloading, downloads, we have this Postgres. This is the latest one. Postgres SQL. I'm going to install it. Before that, what I'm going to do is in the D drive, I've already installed. Let me delete that. Some of the files left over, and you delete that. And as well as I'm getting this shortcut also. I need to delete this shortcut. For deleting this shortcut, I need to restart the system. Okay, do one. It will definitely it is going to take time. Let me do one. Let me delete these two only. Shortcut itself. Then I'm then I'll try. Something happens later. We'll see.
so are you using Postman?
Yeah, means for this ping and Hibernate to send HTTP requests.
Yes, sir. Even I have used it.
Actually, it is we don't need to use Postman in IntelliJ IDEA. Okay, but here in Eclipse we need to use. Inbuilt we have HTTP request we can able to send in IntelliJ, but in Eclipse it is not possible. Fine. me start the download. Before that, I need to delete some of the files. D drive, development softwares, Postgres. Yeah, let me delete the entire folder itself. Why it is showing like that? Um, Postgres, install anything. Try error news. Error using. Let me do one thing. Closing the Eclipse. Closing the control panel. Okay, fine. Let me restart. Okay, you should not face any problems. Let me restart. Stay on the call. Don't leave the call. Okay.
Yeah, okay, sir.
So I'm installing Postgres database. Double click on this downloaded file. Installation will be starting. For what you are using this Postman, Chirag? For what purpose you are
Sir,
using
I am
Postman?
doing for project, sir.
College project or your personal
No,
project?
no, sir. No personal projects. Actually, I was creating a project which he can use a payment gateway system.
See, here you can see this Java symbol. That means this Postgres database also has been written by some Java language. Jar file. This is the jar file. Sorry, what I'm trying to execute here. See, this is the jar file actually. This is not what we want. This is the jar file. Okay, driver file. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is the driver file. This is not the Postgres application. This is the Postgres application. This is the jar file. Driver file. Driver file. Later I'll show you how to use this jar file. This one, the Postgres. click on next. I'm not going to install the default drive, that means in the C drive. As usual, I'm going to create a new folder inside the D drive. The D drive, development softwares, PostgreSQL 13. You should not give any space. Make sure that you don't have any space. Now, come to the installation. Go inside this drive. Copy the path. And here you can able to paste it. There is a path where you want to install. There are all these things we want. Okay. Uh, just give me a moment, guys. So here you should not uncheck anything here. Just go for next. Okay. One thing it is telling, asking. Okay, fine. Same. Actually, it is if it wants to store the data where it is supposed to store its internal data, it is going to create one folder called data. There it is going to store all the related data for SQL Postgres. That is for internally. This data, might be used internally as well as if I create any tables or something like that. Those kind of information will be stored inside this data.
So can I leave, sir?
Right? What happened?
Sir, I need to go outside, sir. Sorry.
Okay, no issues. No issues. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. Then click on next. So you need to put the password here. Okay. For the default user, super user, that is Postgres. Okay. There is a default user. How we are having system and sys as a database. In the Postgres, we have this super user.
Sir, can I continue tomorrow, sir?
Yeah, fine. Now do one thing. Wait till this installation completes. Okay, 5 minutes.
Okay, sir, fine, fine.
Now developer, I'm giving password. Okay. Developer. Password is developer. You should remember that. By default, the port is 5432. Okay, this is the default port. For Oracle, it is 8080. For MySQL, you remember 3452 something is there. Okay.
908080
No, no,
or
no.
9090.
For MySQL, it is different. Okay. For MySQL, it is different. Different port number. Uh, something like 3. It will start from 3. MySQL port 3306. Okay, now 3306. Now click on next here for this Postgres. Port number is by default 543. You can also change this, but let it be default 543. Then let it be default. Select the local to be used by the new database cluster. Okay, just go for this one default. Click on next. Click on next. Okay. Click on next. It is going to install. So after installation, the next thing we are going to see. Okay, later. No issues. It is going to take some time. Okay, after installation, we'll see in the next class. Okay.
Okay, sir.